Welcome to the Ayurvedic Way, where we explore ancient health and cooking secrets from India that have helped people live in balance for thousands of years. I'm Randall Mark.
I'm Amrita Sondhi. On this episode, we're showing you how to go green in the kitchen. We're baking some fantastic rain tree crackers and showing you how to make the dips that go with them.
We're also going to show you how easy it is to compost. So stick around, it's going to be a great show. On this episode of the Ayurvedic Way, we're talking about saving Mother Earth. I know that sounds massive, but you can do your part in the kitchen. We're going to talk about composting later on, but the key for us in the Ayurvedic system is not buying prepackaged food. So much of us are addicted to just buying stuff in plastic containers and plastic wraps. You've got a beautiful bean dip here that is so easy to make. Tell us, Amrita, how do we do it?
All right, so first, look at the contrast of this. We soak these beans overnight, and we cooked them just till they were done, about an hour and a half or
Look
so.
at how much bigger they get, and they just get alive and rich, and that's a really great way to do it.
Exactly, Randall. Like when you soak the beans, they're a seed, so the seed has now become alive, so the nutritional value is so much higher.
So here, again, I'll just pop it in my food processor. Again, what we're trying to talk about is these are so easy to make. We got 4 ingredients that we put in together, and that's sun-dried tomato.
Aren't those beautiful? So if you can make these yourself. You just do them in the oven, you bake them on very, very low heat until they're done, and you can keep them for quite a while.
And we got green, little green chilies here. I like that.
Yeah.
Put that guy in there. You put that in.
We reconstituted those.
Put a little bit of water on them. And this is vinegar.
Balsamic. And again, it's the quality of balsamic that you use that will make
salt.
this taste delicious.
This is so easy. Okay, I got to use my machines. So we do that.
Loves his machines.
Looking good. I'm going to add a little bit of water just to thin it out.
That's enough. Let's see first.
But almost
so always check it to see if it actually needs the water.
I think that's ready. Look at that.
That looks so fabulous.
Looks fantastic.
Yum. Yum, yum, yum.
I love it.
Okay, so that is so simple, but wait till you taste that. So you must make that. And if people are coming over, guests or whatever, this is a fantastic thing to give them with the crackers that we'll be making later.
Yeah, I can't believe we're going to actually make crackers.
They are the best crackers. Ooh, look at this. How gorgeous is this?
Okay, look at that.
Gorgeous,
that is
gorgeous.
A homemade
Ooh.
bean dip that we made there. I'm going to undo that. So now we've got our first dip that we made that has no packaging in it. Next, we're going to show you how to make a rain tree cracker. Welcome back to the Ayurvedic Way. On this episode, we're talking about saving Mother Earth. I know that sounds massive, but we can all do our parts. We are focusing on eating foods that aren't pre-packaged. So many of us want to just grab stuff that's covered in plastics, got ingredients in there. If you read them, you have no clue what that's doing to your body and what it does to imbalance your doshas. Amrita, what are we making today?
We're making a rain tree cracker, and it is full of superfoods and ancient superfoods like raisins, which are great for iron, they're great for the brain, they're great for the womb.
So we've got seeds and nuts and flaxseed and raisins. You put those together, and I guess I'm doing the egg and the milk over here.
Right, I'm putting flax seeds in, we've mixed pumpkin seeds, we've mixed all kinds of seeds here.
Okay, so I just beat
Including
this egg up here. Is that right?
Yeah, thank you, Randall. That's perfect. Okay, if you are trying to reduce kapha, you would replace the raisins with cranberries. Still delicious. And somebody asked me today, how do you know if your dosha's out of balance? Well, for kapha would be sluggish. They would have a hard time getting off the couch. Kapha imbalance is holding the world up. It's keeping everything going.
I'm adding the buttermilk here.
Thank you.
That looks good.
Buttermilk's being added and whisked together. I'm sifting the flour. Ooh. It's actually pre-sifted.
Okay.
So I just have to put that in.
And this is the weird part. I want you to talk to me about this thing here. This is rooibos tea?
That's rooibos tea,
Look
and
at-
it's part of the ingredients. The original ingredient recipe was given to me with black tea.
Wow.
Which is okay for a kapha person.
I love that I'm putting tea
But we're
into
using
it.
rooibos, which is, isn't that cool?
That looks awesome.
Rich with antioxidants,
Oh, it smells
rich
good.
with flavor. Any of you who've tried rooibos,
Okay,
it's
and I'm
quite
putting the
addictive.
Sugar in.
Very energizing. Okay, so yeah, and again, if Vata's out of balance, Vata's running around like a chicken with its head cut off. It's just motoring along and not making any sense anymore. So to reduce Vata, this is perfect. It's a great thing to carry around. The seeds have all the essential omega-3s in it, which is so great for the brain. Great way to get protein, fiber.
Okay, so now is this,
Yeah, we
you're
can
ready to
pour
put
that
my,
in here.
my tea mix.
Gorgeous, gorgeous,
Looks
gorgeous
awesome.
tea mix.
I've never made a cracker.
I know, isn't that fun to
know,
make
my-
a cracker? Randall, I might need your
My-
help here.
Oh yeah, I can get
Do you
in
mind
there.
just really like?
Yeah, let me do
just-
that. I've got
yeah.
the muscle. I'm gonna put
I'll
that
get
over
this
there.
out of here.
Yeah, just getting
That's
this really
great.
stirred in here. Nice. Oh, we got to
Yes.
put a little bit of our pinch of our salt here, don't we?
Pinch of your salt. Yep.
There we go.
Lovely,
Okay.
lovely, lovely. So it's filled with the goodness. Now, when Pitta's out of balance, the fire, it's like road rage. It's, oh, it should have happened yesterday, and that's when you know that Pitta's out of balance. When all the doshas are in balance, it's okay to eat some of the foods that say increased kapha or increased Pitta. It's okay. But if you're out of balance, you definitely want to eat the foods that on the recipe cards say minus Pitta and minus kapha.
So I'm putting this right in here. and We're gonna bake this guy. I guess,
Gorgeous,
eh?
gorgeous, gorgeous.
Look at all that
gorgeous.
stuff in there. It's amazing.
Isn't that fantastic? Wait till you see what it looks like. And wait till you see what it tastes like when you make this at home. This is just fabulous.
Okay.
Whew,
So now
I'll
we're
give
gonna
you
bake that. Yeah. Now we're gonna bake that for like an hour.
Yes, it bakes for about an hour.
Okay. Now while you do that, we've already pre-made one here because it's the magic of television. Now we've made this. This is what it looks like coming out.
This is gorgeous.
It is. It looks
Now,
beautiful. I'm
yes,
gonna just
we're
slice
cutting
it
it in half, and one of the halves we'll use to make the crackers. The other half we can use to serve as tea cake.
So I'm just gonna make little slices. So these are like the crackers you're gonna make.
Yeah.
Am I doing it right?
You perfect.
Okay. Look at that. Perfect. Look
Yeah,
at that.
as thin as you can go is
Okay.
great. As thin as you can go.
Okay. You want
So
me to
some
even a
people,
little
of course, are dying to eat it at this stage. They can't wait till they get to the cracker stage, and that's
Okay.
fine.
So
But
now once
the
we got
crackers
them
will
like
last
that,
for, sorry to talk over
Yeah,
you,
no
but
problem.
the crackers will last for a long time. So you can keep them in a jar and use them as your superfood.
okay, once you've taken them, once you take our baking sheet, I guess,
Right.
bring that over here.
Right.
We're gonna put this. You just lay it out there like that.
Yes.
And you bake them again.
Yes, yes, yes. You bake them again.
And
twice
this is what gets all hard and kind of crunchy, like a what are those biscotti things? I know it's not biscotti.
It's not biscotti, but it's similar process.
because
It's a
I've
similar
never
process.
seen anything like this, so I like it.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
Okay,
We're calling
so
ours a cracker.
you'd
I'm gonna
bake that.
Bake that in the oven.
And then when that's done, that's what they look like when they come out. That looks absolutely gorgeous.
Exactly. And when you slice them really thin, they look like a cracker.
It's perfect. Now you can use those with your dips. Again, what we've done here is we've made very easy to do non-prepackaged foods that are so, so good for you. Coming up next, we're going to show you how easy it is to compost. Welcome back to the Ayurvedic Way. Are you scared of worms? Are you scared of getting your hands dirty? Don't be. We're going to show you how easy it is to compost.
One of the simplest ways to go green in the kitchen is to start composting table waste. Ferret Khan is a city farmer in urban Vancouver. She talked to me about the importance of composting and how we can do our part for the environment.
Farhat, we're in Vancouver and there's this beautiful garden here, and I can't believe that you are so passionate about compost. Tell me about why we should compost.
Oh, composting is so easy to do, and it's probably the most low-tech and low-cost way that people can recycle or give back to the earth. it's been, obviously composting has always been something that, you know, probably your parents and your grandparents did.
Yeah, but we
same
kind of
with
pulled
mine,
away. It's like
but-
people think it stinks, there's worms involved.
Well, those are important things that people need to be educated or aware about, and you don't want to. Nobody likes to have a really bad rotten egg smell
Right,
that
of
they're going to
course.
open up. So, but it's so easy to not have those kinds of problems, which have unfortunately become typically associated with composting, like flies and worms and.
You're like, there's ways to do it to eliminate that stuff
they're-
and make it work.
Absolutely, and it's very simple. It's just.
Okay. So what
and-
are we looking at? Explain the layering effect here, because I kind of this looks
Yeah,
cool. Explain what's going on.
It is, and this is basically just a cross section of what a good compost bin should look like. And the layering is very important for a few reasons. Now, this, of course, is the compost, the really good, what we like to call black gold. At the bottom, that your food waste, or green layer, as we call, turns into once the worms start eating that. But the thing that people forget the most or are not aware of is the bedding, the brown layer on top, which is basically right here, dry deciduous tree leaves.
So you just need some leaves to put on the top as your top layer. That's an important concept.
Important because when good compost should have nitrogen and carbon, the two components. Most compost is too high in nitrogen. It's this brown layer that breaks down into carbon.
Well, Ferret, bottom line is I want to get my hands dirty, I want to get some worms, and I want you to teach me how to compost.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You
let's
want
go
to see
do that.
Yeah, let's
go.
do it. All right.
These are the stars of the show.
They absolutely are. These are the red wigglers composting worms. These are different from the dew worms, which come out when it rains. Those are also very important, but those are soil dwellers, and these are surface dwelling worms.
Okay, so the type of worms is important
Absolutely.
to do a good compost.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so walk me through what I need to know. I'll put these guys back in their home. There you
like
go,
it
folks.
dark. All right,
Okay.
so it's very easy to start composting. You can use actually any kind of Rubbermaid bin or a bin like this from the city. Drainage holes at the bottom are important so that the excess moisture can drain out, and that you can use for fertilizing. So to start your bin, what we like to start with is the carbon source, as I had mentioned earlier, or the brown layer, because that
So this can be leaves,
is
can be some brown
dry,
grass.
dry deciduous tree leaves,
Wow.
can be straw. This is the green layer, the nitrogen source,
So this
which is
is,
basically,
My scraps from supper.
yes,
My
your
kids
raw,
didn't finish their grapes. We've got some eggs there,
you got
banana
some lettuce
peels.
that went off. Because it's a new bin, you want to introduce bacteria. And it's very easy to do that. You just get some old dirt from an old potted plant or from a garden bed.
So now, where can you get these worms?
The red wiggler worms, there's a lot of different suppliers that you can get locally, very easy to get. They do exist, you can also find them just on the ground, but
And
they
how
need,
many do you need though for a bin like this?
for a bin like this, we usually recommend half a pound.
Half a pound of red wigglers.
Red wigglers.
And they'll do their magic.
Absolutely.
How fast, how long will it take before I
Uh,
start seeing some of that black gold?
Probably in 2 to 3 months, you'd be ready to harvest and use in your garden.
Wow, and this is jackpot for growing conditions.
Absolutely.
The
The black
plants
gold,
would love
yeah,
this.
vermicompost or worm castings. The reason it's so nutrient rich for plants is the worms have these microbacteria in their digestive tract, and so as they make the compost, that becomes part of the soil.
Ferret, one of the things I wanted to ask is, when you think about how much we are wasting, I mean, I think about how much food we scrape away and have to cart out miles, the truck takes it miles away and dumps it, how much we could be saving on our environment by doing something simple like this.
Very simple, and it's the most low cost and low tech way. People can do this on their balcony. They can have it inside.
So if you live in an apartment, you could have one of these.
Absolutely. This is designed for an apartment dweller.
Fair. When you've kind of demystified composting for me.
Great.
I don't know why everyone doesn't start doing this. This is a great way for us to start taking care of our planet.
Absolutely, and as I said before, it's very easy to do.
Well, thank you very much for explaining,
you're welcome.
and thank you guys for being amazing little nature's little tricks.
Yes, nature's little wizards. Let's
thank
put them
you
in
so
there.
much, Ferret.
They're going to be happy in there.
It's so important that we take care of this planet, and small decisions we make have long-term impacts for our kids, for their kids, and for us. And making a decision about how you get where you're going can make a big difference in your life.
Welcome back to the Ayurvedic Way. Exercise is a great way to reduce your carbon footprint. Go outside, take a bike to where you would normally take a car, walk to your grocery store, enjoy the outside. As with all exercise, check with your physician first.
It's so important that we take care of this planet, and small decisions we make have long-term impacts for our kids, for their kids, and for us. And making a decision about how you get where you're going can make a big difference in your life. Grabbing a bike out of the garage and riding down to the store rather than taking the car is a real big decision and really important. It gives you benefits not only in the carbon footprint, but also for your body. Riding a bike is great for your quads, for your core, it's cardiovascular fitness, and it's going to pay you dividends all around. And best of all, once you have the bike, it's free. So make a good decision. Grab that bike, grab that scooter, whatever you got in the garage, and head down to the store. Get some exercise, enjoy the benefits. Till next time, let's start light and do it right.
Lie face down on the floor with your arms alongside your body, palms and face down. After pulling abs in, raise your upper body off the floor, then the legs. Hold for 30 seconds. The locust pose improves digestion and elimination by massaging the organs.
In the same way that getting out of the car and getting on a bike is a great thing to do for the environment, cooking and making food without packaging is also another great thing to do for the environment. Amrita, we're talking about making a great avocado dip. What's in this and why is it so good for us?
It's so good for us because we're using the good fats. This has no cholesterol in it. So it's the fats that lubricate our body, that is so good for the brain, reduce vata.
So don't be afraid of avocado.
Don't be afraid of avocado. It's got all the antioxidants in it.
Okay, so we got garlic.
That's right, garlic.
This is
green chilies.
And
to taste,
cilantro.
And we
firing
can just
them in there.
Fire them in.
I love it. It's so I love using this processor because it's so simple.
They are.
And that's
very
the idea.
helpful.
We want to say, listen, this is easy. You guys can do this stuff at home.
But
You're a guy like me.
Sure, but if you don't have a processor, you can just use a fork and mash it.
Done. Okay, and we're putting the, I'm going to show you something about this. They told me that this might not work, but go like that and you twist it.
Oh, that's
actually it worked. I can't believe that. That's awesome.
To take the seeds out of the avocado.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
And this is just a gorgeous avocado actually done.
Gorgeous avocado.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Really?
You always want those ones that look just like this.
Yeah, the quality of the ingredients make the dish.
Make sure we can't have any of that on there. Done.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to add this extra here.
Beautiful.
Okay. Oh, I lost the fella. Lost the little guy.
Lost the little guy. Okay.
Okay.
We've got
that goes into?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, sorry, that's first.
Okay.
You're right on track.
Okay, just blend that up.
Right on track. Yep. That's enough.
Okay.
Now we'll add the tomatoes.
And the lemon.
And the lemon juice. All the lemon squeezers going on. Excellent.
Okay, that guy's done.
Excellent.
You can fire that in.
Okay.
Go for it.
Thank you.
And I'm going to just fire this guy there.
Yeah. It's so yummy because you've got the lemon, which is the sour taste that comes, vata.
Salt.
You've got the tomatoes.
And there we go. We're
The
going to get this guy going here.
avocados.
That's almost ready.
Yum. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. It's as simple as that.
Okay. I'm spooning this up into our bowl, ready for a number.
Yep.
I don't mind having some chunks of avocado in there. That doesn't
No,
bug
it's
me.
nice to have chunky avocado.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And a little bit of chunky tomato still left, so you can
looks
see it.
amazing.
You know it's whole, real food. You know it's
That is
fresh, it
amazing.
was just made. The lemon also stops it from browning. It stops antioxidation in our bodies, and it stops it with the food.
Now, you told me, you say, listen, hey, if you got a little bit left, put some water in, make a nummy drink out of it.
Exactly. So there's either a tablespoon of yogurt or buttermilk.
Because you got a little bit of left in there. Put
Exactly.
a bit of water
Why
in.
would we waste this incredible food, right? Instead,
Okay.
we'll just have a lovely, yummy drink.
I don't know who would do this, but I guess you would.
I would, for sure. I thought
You
you
would-
told me the story when you went to Ethiopia.
Well, they have this.
They were making avocado
They have these
drinks.
avocado slurries that they make. I'm going to try this. This is a little avocado
It's
drink.
delicious. This is a lassi, an avocado lassi.
I'm just going to make one full one.
Okay, one full.
Look at that. That's what your leftover avocado looks
Why
like.
would you ever waste that
Wow.
incredible
Well,
avocado?
I can't wait to dig into this great food that we made. This is going to be fantastic. On this episode of the Ayurvedic Way, we've been talking about how to go green in the kitchen. And Amrita, we've been focusing on not eating prepackaged foods. Instead, it's so easy to make healthy food that's good for your body, and yet without any of the plastic stuff and without any of the prepackaging. What do we make today?
We made a delicious bean dip. We've got rain tree crackers, which have so much nutrition. You can pack these as snacks, and they'll last a few weeks. You've got guacamole, yum yum.
With that awesome avocado, which is the good, it's got that really good, the fat in it. It's really good for
Exactly,
you.
the good oils, the vitamin Bs, the antioxidants. And here we use the leftover avocado and spices that were in the blender to make a lassi, a guacamole lassi. We added buttermilk to that.
I like the word lassi. That sounds interesting. Coming up on the next episode of the Ayurvedic Way, we talk about the power of food to actually heal our bodies. You're not going to want to miss that one. Let's dig into this great food.